Hello my YouTube family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to talk about Notion versus Airtable. I'm going to guide you that which one is better and why. So let's dive into the video without wasting any time. Here you can see that I have opened both the interfaces of Notion and Airtable, and now we are going to dive into both of these. Both Notion and Airtable are basically supercharged versions of simpler apps. In Notion's case, it's a regular old notes app. For Airtable, it's a spreadsheet, though it's harder to tell from its current marketing focus on app building. Both tools stem from a similar fast-moving collaboration, focused project management philosophy, which means that they both make it possible for you to work with other people, automate various aspects for your setups, and integrate with other tools you rely on. But when it comes down to it, they are totally different apps. This makes a straight apples-to-apples comparison hard, but I'll do my best to break things down so you can work out which one is right for your needs. So, Notion versus Airtable at a glance. Notion and Airtable are so different that this probably won't give you a complete picture, but it may still help you make a decision. Notion does text first. Notion builds itself as a single space where you can think, write, and plan. It works a lot like a notes app and can be used as such, but it allows you to build out any kind of text resources. Everything starts with a page and you add blocks, which can be text, images, lists, and lots of other kinds of content. Page can be nested or grouped together. They can be private or shared. They are taggable and searchable, and they can even be a part of a database. If you're creating a project roadmap, you can do it on Notion. Does your company need a wiki with the style guide and standard particles, employee database, and all the HR health insurance, 401k match information, and any other resources? Very simple to do it in Notion. What about your team's collaborative meetings notes, to-do lists with actionable next steps, and off-site retreat plans? Once again, Notion has you covered, and it almost always has a suitable template to work from. This flexibility kind of makes Notion hard to pin down in specific terms. No two teams or companies are using it in exactly the same way, which means that no two people have exactly the same experience with Notion. It's also why a roundup for its category of apps is called the best Notion alternatives. There's not a great name for it yet. For some, it's a nice notes app for keeping a track of ideas during meetings. For others, it's the most important tool that's used to run the entire company. It's best to think of it as a very versatile multi-tool rather than a single application. And while it does support databases, or at least its own concept of databases, as tables of pages with various assigned properties, it is still primarily a text-based app. Airtable, on the other hand, is mostly database and apps built on top of them. Airtable does database first. While Airtable talks a lot about apps, really it's somewhere between a big programmable spreadsheet and a more user-friendly database. The apps you can build with it are nice interfaces that let you see and work on your data in your interesting ways. Consider Google Sheets. It's also a big online spreadsheet app that you can use to build apps. You start by putting whatever you want in the various columns and labeling them however you need. You can create a list of all your employees, their ID numbers, their email addresses, and their home addresses. But by default, Sheet doesn't really know what you're putting into it. You can put someone's email address in the home address column by mistake and it won't object. Or you can accidentally sort on the number ID column and mix up everything. Then you can use something like AppSheet to add a user interface to your app. It's totally doable, but the process can be a bit janky and requires you to think a lot about how you're organizing and formatting your data. As a relational database, Airtable solves most of these problems out of the box. You aren't just slotting information into columns, but instead adding specific records into specific fields. The email address field knows what an email address looks like and won't take the phone number. It's also linked directly to the name and employee number because it's all part of one record. Airtable has more powerful automations. For automations and integrations, Airtable is the most powerful app, though mostly because it handles data in a much more structured way. Bases themselves can be automated, and Airtable integrates with over 1,000 websites and apps, including Zapier, which extends that to thousands of more apps. This is how you can use it to build custom applications for your entire organization. You can and should absolutely connect Notion to other apps, including with Zapier. You'll just be a bit more limited in what you can do. So the bottom line is you can just see for yourself which one is better. And if I go to the pricing section of both, I'm going to just divide these both and tell you which one has a better pricing section. So here you can see that Airtable has 4 plans. That is, one's the free one, then the team one, then the business one, and the enterprise one. So the free one is just free, and it includes unlimited bases, 1,000 records per basis, up to 5 editors, 1 GB of attachment per base, 100 automation runs, interface designers. And then comes the team plan. You can try this team plan for free. Over here you can see that. And this is for teams building apps to collaborate on shared workflows. It's priced for $20 per seat per month billed annually and $24 if billed monthly. You can sign up by clicking over here, and the plan includes everything in the free plan plus all these options over here. That are 50,000 records per basis, 25,000 automation runs, 20 GB of attachment per base, standard sync integrations, extensions, Gantt and timeline views, expanded color formatting, and calendar operations. And then comes the business plan. This one's for teams and departments who needs advanced features and basic administration. It's priced for $45 per seat per month billed annually and $54 if billed monthly. You can click contact sales, or you can sign up for it by clicking over here. And it includes everything in team plus all these over here that are 125,000 records per base, and then 100,000 automation runs, 100 GB of attachments per base, premium sync integrations, verified data, two-way sync, admin panel, and SAML based single sign-on. And then comes the enterprise scale. This one's for organizations to build scalable, flexible apps with powerful governance and administration. You can click contact sales for this plan, and it includes everything in the business plan plus 500,000 records per base, 500,000 automation runs, 1,000 GB of attachment per base, on-premises sync integrations, enterprises hub, enhanced security and admin controls, enterprise API, extension and integration management, and audit logs and DLP. While in Notion, we get these 4 plans that has free plan, plus plan, business plan, and enterprise plan. It's affordable if we talk about Airtable over here, because it has a free plan, then a plus one, and then a business one, and then an enterprise one. The plus one's priced for $8 per user per month and billed annually, and $10 billed monthly. The business one is for $15 per user per month if billed annually, and you can get started by clicking over here, and you can request a demo for the enterprise plan over here. And this includes all these features over here. So that's all about Notion versus Airtable. Please leave in the comment section which one would you go for and why. Thank you very much for staying with me. See you again. Bye bye.